Good morning, friends. In the last lecture, we have focused on the osmotic pressure and we have derived the Ventof's osmotic equation by the chemical potential method. Today, we are going to continue the next part, that nothing but the determination of the molar mass of the solute from osmotic pressure measurements. Now, we have seen that pi is equal to CRT, that is the Ventoff equation in the last lecture. Now, it is used to determine the molecular weight of the or molar mass of the micromolecules like the proteins. Is that C is nothing but the N2 by V, or you can call it as a NB by V, means in terms of the solute that I have taken. This therefore pi is equal to N2 by V into RT. N2 is nothing but number of moles of this particular solids and V is the volume, but N2 is equal to W by M2. Therefore pi is equal to W2 by M2 into V into RT. Means overall you can calculate the molar mass or say that particular molecular weight of the solid by using the formula W2 into RT divided by pi into V. This simple formula is you can use to calculate your molar mass and the molecular weight. Now we are going to focus the Ventop factor I. In order to account for this discrepancy or abnormal result which is encountered when the solid is an electrolyte, Ventop introduced a factor I known as a Ventop factor. Ventop factor is defined as very simple. It is the ratio of observed value of the colligative property to the theoretical or say expected or say calculated or value or ideal value of the colligative property. Very simple definition. It is you have to remember I is equal to delta TB observed divided by delta TB calculated or say ideal or say theoretical. Okay, you got this concept. Why this Ventop factor I is come in the picture? Because of this is the discrepancy or say abnormal result whatever observed in case of the if the solid is an electrolyte. So that purpose the new factor has been introduced by the Ventop, that is nothing but a Ventop factor I. Have you got this particular point? Then I is equal to delta TF observed, delta TB observed, delta calculated, like that. Osmotic pressure you can take pi observed divided by the pi calculated. Significance of the I: if I is equal to 1 when solid is non-electrolyte and shows the ideal behavior. Example, area in water that is given. Then when solid particles associated in the solution, example benzoic acid in the benzene, starch, etc. When solid dissociate in solution, sodium chloride in the water, I will be greater than 1, I will be less than 1. Getting that point? I is greater than 1, that is they are associated with the solution, and if they are completely associated, at that time I will be the less than. These are the things you have to remember. This is the significance of the Ventop factor I. You got this particular thing. What we have seen, how we can determine the molar mass or molecular weight of the solid from the osmotic pressure, that is by using the equation M2 is equal to W2 by pi into RT by V. That equation you have to remember because it is very simple equation. By using that you can calculate that particular molar mass of the solid or say molecular weight of the solid. Then Ventop factor I. Why this is important? Because when the solid is in electrolyte, at that time the new factor has been introduced by the Ventop, that is nothing but the I, and it is denoted by the symbol I. I is nothing but the whatever the observed value of the colligative property divided by the theoretical or say ideal value of the colligative property. It is applied for the elevation in the boiling point, depression in the freezing point, and the osmotic pressure. You can write by it. Its significance when I is equal to 1, it is for the non-electrolyte, means the solid is having ideal behavior. Example is given. That example you have to remember. These three cases are there. what is I is equal to 1, what is I is less than 1, I is greater than 1. I is less than 1, at that time there will be the solid particles associated in the solution, and when I is greater than 1, that means the solid particles are dissociated in the solution. Association and the dissociation, that we have to remember. This aggregation is there, agglomeratation is there, and dissociation is there. For this case, that particular things are there that you have to remember. You got this point? These basic things are there. Very simple concept it is. You have to focus on this particular part. You have to prepare it well, and you have to proceed further. If you are not getting this part, you can really ask me. You got? I think so. I am considering that you are getting that particular part. What we are seeing in the last lecture, we discussed detail about this osmotic pressure. What is osmosis? Then what is osmotic pressure? Then we have derived the Ventop equation for the osmotic pressure. Pi is equal to CRT, and by this, using pi is equal to CRT, we can calculate the molar mass versus molecular weight of the solid. Got this point? Then we come to know this what is the Ventop factor I. Define the Ventop factor I, or say explain the Ventop factor I. Why Ventop factor I is there? So to account the discrepancy or say abnormal result which are encountered when the solid is an electrolyte. At that time, Ventop introduced a new factor, that is I, known as the Ventop factor. And Ventop factor is defined as the ratio of the observed value of the colligative property to the theoretical or say expected or calculated or ideal value of the colligative property. That is the definition of the Ventop factor I, that we have to remember it. That is, it is applied for the elevation in the boiling point delta Tb observed divided by delta Tb calculated. Then for the freezing point, you can apply it I is equal to delta Tf observed divided by delta Tf calculated. Then osmotic pressure, for the osmotic pressure I is equal to pi observed divided by pi calculated. Then what is the significance of this Ventop factor I? Significance means how we can differentiate between the different solution or say different electrolyte. That is that. Means when I is equal to 1, at that time what will happen when solid is non-electrolyte, and shows the ideal behavior. Example is given, VI naught or glucose X. What happened here? Pi observed becomes equal to pi calculated, or MW observed is equal to MW calculated. That means I is equal to 1. And if I is less than 1 means when solid particles is associated in the solution, example benzoic acid, pi calculated will be more as compared to the pi observed. And when solid is dissociated in the solution, I will be greater than 1, and that's why pi observed will be the greater than pi calculated. Same way, m observed will be greater than m calculated. This is the significance of this particular Ventop factor I that you have to remember for the exam. MCQ sometime when I is equal to 1, what will be there? When I is greater than 1, I is less than 1. This particular thing is useful in the exam for the MCQ purpose of view. Please go through this from the starting of this lesson. From the starting of this point, Ventop factor, we have already seen that part. Osmotic pressure, what is osmosis, then the osmotic pressure, then we have seen two laws given by this Ventop Charles law. Then we have derived its Ventop equation for this particular osmotic pressure, I is equal to CRT. How it comes? It is derived from the chemical potential or say free energy change. Okay. Please see in detail, go through with this particular thing, because it is very simple part that we have in the exam. Very simple, it is derivation is having the simple pi is equal to. Then we have seen that how we can determine the molar mass from this particular osmotic pressure. Pi is equal to CRT by using this relation, M2 is equal to W2 by pi V into RT that we have seen. And this equation you can use to calculate the molar mass of this particular solid. Then we focus on the Ventop factor I, their significance that we have seen. This is the whole part regarding the osmotic pressure. This is again the colligative property because it does not depend upon the nature of the solid molecule. It depends upon the amount only. Remember this part. Okay. Please go through these slides well. Go through this lecture. If you have any doubt, any problem, you can freely ask on the टेलीग्राम ग्रुप और से गूगल क्लासरूम।